I'm now reading about UN, more than 200 million jobless last year. The United Nations Labor Agency says the number of unemployed people around the world rose above 200 million last week as job opportunities failed to grow at the same time at the same pace as the global workforce. The International Labour Organization said Monday that an estimated 1.8 million people were unemployed in 2013. That's 4.9 million more than the previous year. An annual ILO report points to an uneven global economic recovery and says East and South Asia together accounted for more than 45% of last year's increase. The agency puts last year's global unemployment rate at 6%, unchanged from 2012. It says it expects little improvement this year, projecting that the jobless rate will edge up to 6.1% and number of unemployment will rise another 4.2 million. I'm now reading Malaysia eases auto curbs to woo foreign makers. Malaysia unveiled a new auto policy Monday, offering incentives and easing curbs on the production of small, energy-efficient cars to vie for investment with neighboring rivals Thailand and Indonesia. Trade Minister said new manufacturing licenses will be issued for carmakers producing green vehicles. It is a significant change in policy as the government previously only issued new manufacturing licenses for vehicles with engine size of 1.8 liters and above to protect national car makers Proton and Puroda. Mustafa said the new auto policy aims to raise total industry production to 1.25 million vehicles and exports to 250,000 vehicles by 2020. Last year, Malaysia's vehicle production was around 570,000 vehicles and exports at 20,000. That was dropped by Thailand, which makes more than 2 million vehicles a year, and by Indonesia with annual production exceeding 1 million. The policy also aims to double exports of auto parts and components to 10 billion ringgit by 2020, Mustafa said. We want to promote a competitive and sustainable domestic automotive industry. The most important objective is to make Malaysia a regional auto hub for energy-efficient vehicles, including the production of hybrids and electric vehicles. He told a news conference. Malaysia is trying to play catch up with its neighbors. Thailand has a lead with its eco car EcoCard program launched 5 years ago, while Indonesia introduced its Green Card scheme last year, both focusing on small, fuel-efficient cars. Mustafa said incentives including tax rebates and grants will be offered to manufacturers based on their investment. More than 2 billion ringgit in soft loans will also be offered to promote the development of energy-efficient vehicles, he said. He said there will be no limit on foreign ownership of ventures under the Green Card program. You have this program in Indonesia and Thailand too, but we believe our cars is more comprehensive. We will open up the whole car market for energy-efficient vehicles, he said. Mustafa said some car models produced by compact car maker, as well as Japan's Honda, have made fuel efficiency standards to qualify as energy-efficient vehicles, and recently announced plans to expand production. Malaysia was once Southeast Asia's top passenger car market, but lost out to Thailand years ago, partly due to policies to protect home-ground car brands. Import taxes have dropped under the region's free trade pact, but Malaysia imposes excise duties of up to 105% that kept prices of foreign cars high. Mustafa said the government collected 9.83 billion ringgit in tax revenue for the auto industry last year, with excise duties accounting for 75% of the total. The industry contributes about 3.4% of gross national product. Due to the government's high budget deficit, he ruled out any move to cut excise duties, but said the government is open to the possibility of reducing excise duties gradually if its financial situation improves. The new policy will bring more competition for struggling national car maker Proton. Proton's new chairman told reporters that Proton will implement new programs in tandem with the new policy, but didn't elaborate. Proton will continue to serve and God willing, be strong and better. Once the king of the road in Malaysia, Proton's fortunes have dwindled, with its market share falling to under 30% from more than 2/3 a decade ago, due to greater competition. Now reading challenge rises to Pakistan's breast cancer taboos. Breast. In Pakistan, a country where breast cancer kills more women than terrorist attacks, an awareness group couldn't even say the word breast while talking at a university about mammograms and how to check for lumps. They had to use the euphemism cancer of women to discuss a disease often rooted in social stigma in this majority Muslim nation. 1 in 9 women in Pakistan will face breast cancer during their life, with the country itself having the highest rate of the disease across Asia, according to the breast cancer awareness group Pink Ribbon. Oncologists and other aid groups. Yet discussing it remains taboo in a conservative Islamic culture where the word breast is associated with sexuality instead of health, and many viewed it as immoral for women to go to the hospital for screenings or discuss it even within their family. Now, women like breast cancer survivor and prominent Pakistani politicians and groups are trying to draw attention to the disease and break the silence surrounding it. There's nothing to be shy about it. Mirza told the Associated Press in a recent interview. No woman should die of ignorance and negligence. No national database tracks breast cancer statistics, but people who combat the disease say it kills nearly 40,000 women every year in Pakistan. 40,000 women every year in Pakistan. That's about the same number as in U.S., though Pakistan only has 180 million residents to the U.S. 313 million. With the healthcare system in shambles and more young women getting the disease, breast cancer rates only are expected to get worse. World Health Organization official in Pakistan said it was difficult to determine the exact magnitude, but that the disease is rampant. It is the leading cancer killer among women, said. Among women, there is very little knowledge about the disease. A study done at General Hospital about breast cancer awarenesses among 600 women found nearly 70% totally ignorant of the disease, while 88% did not know about the breast itself exams, and 68% did not understand the significance of finding a lump in the breast. If women are being diagnosed with breast cancer, they don't even share the news with their family members, said Omar Aftab, who heads Pink Ribbon in Pakistan, which put on a university presentation where organizers couldn't even say breast. So, we're trying to break these taboos, he said. Those cultural taboos have been one of the biggest issues preventing women from seeking treatment or even knowing about the disease. During an awareness event in Pakistan's capital, Islamabad, female students attending a breast cancer lecture demanded the men leave. It will take very long for us to discuss these issues openly, said one female student who requested anony- um, anonymity because she feared her family wouldn't like her speaking about the issue. Another challenge is Pakistan's abysmal healthcare sector that is starved from money, the latest technology and drugs. Oncologists Syria at the International Hospital in Islamabad said most major hospital lack said most major hospitals lack a screening cancer or mammogram facility. Many patients first go to a traditional healer, and by the time they visit a reputable doctor, the disease is often too far advanced to treat. Hassan said, women in the developing world, like Pakistan, tend to die at greater rates than in more developed countries because the disease is generally detected later and health care options aren't as good. Hassan said several factors have contributed to the rise in the disease. Above all the cultural taboos, breast cancer survivor who owns an art gallery in southern Karachi and supports women facing breast cancer, says that it has to be changed. You are surprised to hear how women actually sit on things, Raja said, recalling how a woman would feel too embarrassed to talk about it, even with her husband. She said, "Don't hide behind closed doors." Like in the U.S., where celebrities like singer, crowd, or actress have freely discussed their fight with breast cancer. Few such public figures have come forward in Pakistan. That's changed with Mirza, though she had to delay her treatment for 3 months. 3 months after she was diagnosed in March 2012 to handle her work, which included how to rule on whether a criminal conviction against the serving prime minister should disqualify him from politics. There was a lot of pressure on me. Work pressure, she said. Everybody would say it's an excuse I'm using to run away. Mirza described her friends and family being shocked by the diagnosis, as the cancer is considered by many as the death sentence. But during her diagnosis and treatment, she attended international conferences, ruled on the then prime minister's case, and later ran for re-election and won while undergoing chemotherapy. She now uses her position in Parliament to advocate for women's health issues. She plans to propose a bill making it mandatory for women to have breast cancer screenings and mammograms yearly, as well as teach national database on as well as teach girls in schools to do breast exams themselves. She also pushed the health ministry to explain why there is no national database on breast cancer deaths. I think the role models will have to come forward, Mirza said. That is one reason I had to. I'm a high school senior. At the beginning of the school year, I agreed to drive my best friend to school in the mornings, and for a while it was nice. This is teenagers' taxi service has a disgruntled rider. Last month, she started to refuse to talk while I was driving. If I tried talking to her, she wouldn't respond. She recently told her boyfriend, who she texts constantly while riding with me, that she didn't like my driving. I found out because of a post he made on Facebook. When I asked her about it, she said that morning I had slammed on the brakes and it scared her. This has made me tense and stressed out in the mornings, and I want to stop driving her. My grandmother says I should stick it out instead of causing friction. My mom thinks I should stop driving her, but only, but if, on- but only if, but only if she can find another ride. I try to explain this to her. But she won't listen, and I'm still stuck with her. This has ruined our relationship. I feel like she hates me, but I don't know what to do about any of it. Help! Driven crazy in Florida. Near driven crazy, your former best friend may have stopped talking to you on the way to school because she was too busy texting her boyfriend. She's ignoring the fact that you have been doing her the favor of transporting her and is using you as a private taxi service. If she was frightened because you brake suddenly, the person she should have said it to was you. So stop explaining to her and tell her that if she wants to continue getting a free ride, she had better adjust her attitude or make other arrangements for transportation. Dear Abby, my daughter, the mother of a toddler, just had twins. We live 4 hours away, so I stayed with them for a few weeks to help her and her husband adjust to their larger family. It taught me a lot about how to help new mothers who are feeling overwhelmed. It's not about holding the babies. Everyone wants to do that. Instead, if you really want to help tired parents, do one of the following. Take the older children to the park, the library, the zoo, to a diner for breakfast. Keep them happy and safe, and bring them home worn out. Bring diner or take out when visiting. Wash, dry, and fold the laundry. Get the kids ready for bed. Give them their bath. Read books to them, and wait until they are asleep to leave. Clean the house, run the vacuum, empty the garbage and change the bed. Buy groceries including paper goods, and grab a box of gallon plastic bags, masking tape, and Sharpies. The gift hour of your time is ever so much more helpful more helpful than cute baby outfits that are quickly outgrown. Thanks, Abe. Proud Grandma in New York. Dear proud Grandma, my warm congratulations on a new addition to your family. Your daughter is a lucky woman. Your letter should be clipped and saved by anyone who is looking forward to grandparenthood, because it is a classic. Dear readers, today we celebrate the birthday of the Rev. Martin Luther King, Jr., the visionary civil rights leader who was assassinated in 1968. Many of his words ring as true today as when they were first spoken. The quote I have in mind as I write this is, "All progress is precarious, and the solution of one problem brings us face to face with other problems." It applies to many aspects of life. Dear Abba is written by also known as Jenna Phillips, and was founded by her mother. Father Phillips, write Dear Abba at or P.O. Box in Los Angeles for an excellent guide to becoming a better conversationalist, and a more sociable person. Order How to Be Popular. Send your name and mailing address, plus check or money order for $7 to Dear Abba. Popularity, shipping and handling are included in the price. I'm now reading. Apes are making the jump from smartphones to cars. We are all accustomed to using apes on smartphones and tablets, but with cars getting smarter and smarter, we are entering a new age of in-car app entertainment as well. Building entertainment systems such as Ford SYNC AppLink give drivers with compatible vehicles the ability to use some of the top mobile apps while on the road, and control them with voice commands. From navigation apps to news, music, and sports showcases. Here are a few of the apps that have already made their way from your phone to an open road. Pandora. Music streaming service Pandora is one of the most popular smartphone apps for music lovers, and now you can control it with simple voice commands while cruising down the freeway. A Pandora subscription provides 8 free music on up to 100 custom stations suited to your taste. Amazon Cloud Player. If you've amassed a large library of purchased music on your Amazon account, you can stream those tunes seamlessly through your car stereo with the Amazon Cloud Player. customize playback with playlists or simply shuffle your music library. MLB.com at bat. Tune into live broadcast of every MLB game, including the postseason, using the league's official app. Listening to previews of upcoming games. Scores from across the league, and keep up to date with your favorite team's news with live updates.